Wow. Okay. All right. Let's do it. We've got a good turnout, which is somewhat surprising, I think, considering I've missed a few weeks here, and we have not done any promotion for this one. So we're getting this back up to speed with our March lunch and learn theme, March-ish. We're going to roll this one into April, just because I have missed the last few weeks. And for those of you, it looks like the majority of people who are on the call are the regulars. I think I see a few names I don't recognize. So if you don't know me, I run BizNexus, I run BN.Digital. We focus on deal origination tactics on these lunch and learns every week, really everything for proprietary deal origination. And for 2021, we're doing this with monthly themes. And this month has it hasn't been derailed, but we certainly got thrown a curveball. I went down with COVID along with my family. These guys right here, you can see on the screen. My wife's a physician, so she tested negative throughout. She got vaccinated, but me and this little guy did test positive. And he's 2 now. He's younger in this photo. He was totally fine. I'm fine, but the flu-like symptoms definitely knocked me out for a bit, and that's why I've been gone. So getting back up to speed now. Today, what I really intend to do is to go through just the main updates that happened while I've been gone on the platform with our agency specifically, and then walk through the roadmap for what we're doing for the theme for this month, and we're going to push it right through April. And we are going to try to double down on value on this theme just because I've been gone. We want to make sure we keep the momentum on these lunch and learns. Ironically, we started these up when COVID hit. We haven't missed 1 week, and now we finally did miss some. So we want to get this back going, keep the momentum going, and we'll make sure that we put extra effort into this theme this month through April to make sure that you are getting the value for taking the time out of your day. So the main updates that have taken place since I've been out with my team, we are officially full speed with our integrated outreach. If you're an agency client of ours with LinkedIn, email, plus sales tasks, that's humming along. If you're not familiar with that, just schedule a consultation. We'll run you through it. Our CRM marketing automation, our nurture funnel that we've had a waiting list for quite some time for. We are really ramping up the onboarding for Q2 for that. And that's really exciting. Everything that you need to stay in front of prospects who you're getting in front of with the outreach, to stay in front of those prospects over time. If you've been on this webinar, if you've been on this weekly call, I really beat this one to death. In this industry, 95% of the people who you're approaching, you're going to have a system in place for staying in front of them. That's it, right? So if you're looking for a quick hit and a lead, especially for someone to sell their business, that's a big transaction. There are a ton of reasons why just approaching them and making an ask one time is never going to work. Having a system in place, we cover that a lot on this webinar. That's what our CRM marketing automation system is. And we're pretty proud of it. So we're pretty excited to really ramp up the onboarding, because we've had a lot of people who've been waiting for a while for that. BizNexus, we did a big release yesterday. If you've been on the platform, you've probably noticed it. If you're an intermediary, you'll see that any deals that you have up on BizNexus, you now have suggested buyers. So especially if you have a lower middle market deal, we've got suggestions for buyout funds who match your listing by industry, by deal size, by geographic area, et cetera. We also have the ability for you to post private deals. So if you want to mark a deal as private, and then you get put in a campaign to go after strategic buyers, to get put into a deal room, something along those lines, that option is there. That's live on the platform. And then we've had a lot of partnerships go live with inventory, and that's certainly more robust than it was prior to the release. So check that out. What we talk about here week in, week out is really the long game of deal origination, and that's what this month is going to focus on. We approach deal origination from a social selling standpoint. So how do you leverage all of the tools that are available online? How do you leverage all the data that's available online to begin to automate the process of relationship building, getting in front of your prospects, your referral prospects, making them aware of what you do, and then providing social proof and nurturing on an ongoing basis to get to the point where you actually turn this into a real world relationship, right? Where you meet with them for a cup of coffee, for a phone call, but you're actually making contact mid funnel with these prospects who you're bringing in through social selling. That's the process that we teach. What we're covering this month is referral prospects. So leveraging referral prospects for deal origination. This is, it's a popular topic. It's a very effective topic. So I think the fact that I've missed a few lunch and learns here might actually wind up being a benefit, because we get to spend a month and a half really digging into what is a highly valuable topic in my opinion. I think, especially if you're an intermediary and you're doing this over time, it doesn't matter how great your proprietary deal origination strategy is. Over time, referral prospects really, really matter. And there's so many people in this industry, business brokers, intermediaries, Main Street, lower market, middle market, doesn't matter. If you have somebody who's been around for a while and they are consistently getting a lot of deals, 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you that they're getting the majority of their deals from referral prospects. And that's because a good referral prospect who you stay in touch with, who you nurture over time, can yield amazing dividends. And if you have a system in place for building those referral prospects on an ongoing basis, that's something that few intermediaries are doing yet. They're not leveraging technology. They're not leveraging what's available to be able to do that, to put that into a system. And it's a really great way to get a competitive advantage if you put that in place. And that's everything that we're going to go through the rest of this month and through April. So today, I hope I'm not wasting your time, but it is going to be a quick one. This is really what I'm walking through. So the roadmap, I'm going through that right now. And then next week, we're going to go through the most popular referral prospect types and the events that we've seen working, especially in a COVID environment, right? So if you're going after a certain referral prospect, what type of event, what type of ongoing meeting or event is going to be attractive to that referral prospect and help you leverage that relationship. March 31st, we're going to go through financial advisors and lawyers as referral prospects, right? Why it makes sense, how to make the approach, what types of events, everything that's specific to those two types. April 7th, we're going to go through accountants and insurance players, right? Insurance brokers, insurance agents, anybody in that insurance space who is a good referral prospect over time. Accountants and insurance on April 7th. Then April 14th, we're going to dig into niche industry consultants. I think we're going to get active with Q&A on that one. But if you can identify which industry consultants are unique for you, especially if you have a niche, if you have a coast-to-coast niche and you're not just a geographic focused intermediary or private equity firm or buyout group, this is going to be a really good one on April 14th, because finding those industry consultants, which pools are they in? Where do you find them? How do you get in front of them? How do you stay in front of them? And how do you pull them into your ecosystem so that you're staying top of mind and getting referrals on an ongoing basis? That's going to be a really good one on April 14th. So we're dedicating one full lunch and learn just to that prospect type. Then for the final two, we're going to dig into some pretty cool stuff. So April 21st, we're just going to go through the referral incentive plans that I've seen in the industry over the duration of my career. And what we've seen recently that's working well in terms of incentivizing these referral prospects to actually send you deals, right? And then on the last event, we're going to go through how to run an event, right? So what are the playbooks and what type of event promotion do we see? What works well? And I've gone through some of that on prior lunch and learns where, what types of questions do you want to have on the lead up? And then what do you want to have with a follow-up? Do you want to make an ask to meet with your referral prospect? Do you want to enter them into a referral focused to a prospect focused drip? We're going to go through specific plays from the playbook, which we're going to send out to you so you can implement. And we're going to go through the event promotion again that we've seen work particularly well over the last year. So that is going to be what we're digging into for the remainder of this month and all the way through April. And that's all she wrote for today, guys. I'm still not 100%, but let's call it 90. So by next week, be ready to dive in, full steam ahead. Really excited for this theme. I think it's one of the most valuable themes that we will be covering this year. And it is something, again, that over time, if you can develop a good network of referral prospects. And in the short run, if you can put a system in place for developing each type of referral prospect on a daily basis, make sure that you implement a system that will work, that is automated at the top of the funnel. That's very, very powerful. So looking forward to having that conversation for the next 6 weeks. If anybody has any questions, now's the time. Otherwise, I will look forward to ramping this up next week and getting into all things referral prospects for lead generation. Thanks, guys. Good to be back. Happy St. Patrick's Day.